living manna all around. And I look at this day that God has blessed us with. And every Sunday morning that we have gathered together in our drive-in services, it is amazing that they've all been pretty much like this. And what a blessing that is. Especially in light of the weather that sometimes goes around this Sunday morning, whether it's the rainstorms and torrential downpours of yesterday or the winds and lightning and all of that. We are just blessed that Sunday mornings are like this. So thankful. A couple of announcements that I would like to make this morning. Number one, welcome each and every one of you. It is so great to see you here this morning. And I'm so excited to have you guys here for our time of worship together. I want to point out, my name is Patrick Schultz, by the way. I'm the pastor here at St. Mark's and St. James. So welcome each and every one of you. I want to point out our schedule for services that are coming up. On your bulletin, on the back side of your bulletin, if you would flip over there and just take a look with me at our worship schedule for August and September. We have a schedule worked out, the consistories and I, for our services, drive-in services, online services, and in-person worship. So today, August 16th, we have our drive-in service here. Next week will be a recorded service, so that will be online, August 23rd. And then the 30th, drive-in service at St. James, which brings us to Labor Day, September 6th. We'll do a recorded service, online service. It'll be a communion service, and so I invite you to partake of communion, the sacrament of communion, with me via our online service that Sunday morning. And then September 13th, we are planning in-person worship services to resume. St. James and St. Mark's, our regular schedule, if you will, the 9 o'clock and 10:30. And barring any unforeseen, skyrocketing coronavirus, we'll have our in-person worship services beginning the 13th and then continue them. We will have restrictions in place, and those will be sent out as well as posted in our church. Health restrictions such as social distancing and masks and so on. Those will be sent out in plenty of time for you to take a look at them and be familiar with them. So we will continue to record our services. So if you're not comfortable coming in for in-person worship at this time or as of September 13th, you can still see our recorded services and watch our recorded services online. Okay? So I wanted to make sure I pointed that out and that you see that. And then in your bulletin, you also have the welcome card. And I invite you to fill that out. Let us know you're worshiping with us today. There's a front and back. You can drop this in the offering plate at our time of offering. The back side has, in particular, prayer requests and praises. And if you have a prayer request or praise that you would like mentioned at the end of this service, write that in here. And the ushers, as they go around at our time of offering, will take that card out and give it to me. And just before we close our service, I'll lift our prayers up together so we can be in prayer together. Okay? But if you're interested in more information on the church or would like contact or follow-up from me or whatever, just indicate that on this welcome card. I also wanted to let you know that we have our September through October upper room devotionals in. And I have a stack of them here. If you'd like to take one home with you, let me know. Just come and see me after the service, or one of our ushers and helpers. They will grab one for you. Okay? All right. think that's it for announcements. And I'd like to turn our attention to our scripture reading this morning